Hello, everyone. Good morning. We're just waiting to go live on Instagram as well. So, we're going to be live on YouTube and Instagram, and we're going to be continuing our Breathe series this week, focusing a lot on breathwork. Just a second. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Just wait for another minute and then we'll begin. Those who are live with me, Arvind, is my audio okay today? Or is there any gushing sound, any wind, any disturbance? Please give me a go ahead if my audio is fine. Hi, Indra. Okay, great. Right. So you can start in a comfortable cross-leg posture, or you can use a chair if you're more comfortable on chair. I hope you've been watching and following our entire series this week. And if you haven't, please do go catch up. There's a lot of great information, a lot of work happening with the breath that is very, very useful, especially during these times. So starting from Monday through Saturday, we're focusing more on connecting and becoming aware about the breath this week and more pranayama practice. Last week, we did a lot of chest opening, mobilizing the joints, digestive flow. This week, we're focusing a lot on breath. So to start off with, why are we focusing on the breath? I'm sure you would have listened to Joshna's video as well. Breath is the vital force. It is the prana that helps us conduct all our physiological functions effectively and efficiently. So breath is actually the sign that we are alive. So it is very important to conserve this energy that we have so we can focus it towards higher goals, towards better things that we can do. Yeah. So when we start talking about breath, we always say asana practice or the physical practice is the foundation. Why do we say this? One, asana means seat, right? Asan is a seat. So basically, we do the asana practice, a lot of intense practices so that our joints are really mobile and we are really, really supple so that we can sit for a long period of time to bring our focus to the breath and get into a solid pranayama practice. So, one of the major goals is to make us physically capable of sitting in one position and beginning our pranayama practice. So, for me, this got me wondering if this is the only purpose of asana is just to, get physically fit and, capable of sitting in one place. I could also do it with any other, normal stretching or, just other methods of warming up. But why particularly yogasanas is because of the importance that it is, that the asanas are given to breath, the importance that yoga gives to the breath. So every asana that you do is combined with the breath. You don't do it on a random inhalation, exhalation. There are breath cues to follow, and there is a very strong emphasis that we need to breathe very slowly, right? So asanas are not just to make your joints mobile and make you comfortable to sit in one position. One of the major roles of asana is that is your starting point to connect with your breath, right? So when you have a physical movement, when I say inhale and lift your arms up, it is not something abstract. You are actually doing something and you can connect your breath with that movement. So it becomes easier to connect with the breath rather than to just start off by sitting and focusing on your breath. Because you're doing something, you actually can focus, bring your awareness to that physical movement and connect it with the breath. So that becomes a point of focus. So asana practice is a very important tool through which you can connect and establish your connection with that breath before you move into your pranayama practice. So that's what we are going to start off with today. You have been practicing Ujjayi breathing, hopefully through this week. So Ujjayi breathing is a throat-focused breath. So when you inhale and exhale, you're going to make a slight constriction at the glottis and inhale through the nostril, but you're going to feel the breath at the throat. So when you do this, you produce a gentle hissing sound. So when you do this hissing sound, combining it with your asana practice, then you have a really strong point of focus, right? So your breath is not quiet. Because you have that sound, it is easier to connect with the breath. Ujjayi also has great other benefits. It helps to really lengthen your breath, longer inhalation and longer exhalation, which we want to achieve because gradually we want to reduce the number of breaths that we're taking in 1 minute. Right now, if you're breathing 15 times every minute, we want to reduce that. Why? Because with every inhalation and exhalation, you are sending out energy, you're sending out prana. We are trying to conserve that prana, so we're trying to reduce the number of breaths. So you need to try and make your inhalation and exhalation longer and deeper. So today we're going to start off with a very mild asana practice just as a way to establish that connect with your breath. So please come onto your mat. You can continue seated. Just one thing that you need to remember during this asana practice is as you inhale and exhale, you're going to do the movement, right? But your movement is going to follow your breath. So if I say inhale and lift your arms up, I want you to try to start inhaling before you lift your arms up and exhale, bring your arms down. So before you finish your exhalation, your arms should be down. So your breath leads your movement. Just 1 second. Right. Great. So we'll start off comfortable cross-leg posture. Hands on either sides of the hips. Deep inhale and exhale, Ujjayi breathing. Try to maintain that Ujjayi throughout. Your inhale, Ujjayi might be a little subtler than your exhale, which is completely okay. Inhale, lift your arms up. Start inhaling first, then lift your arms up. Interlock your fingers and stretch up. Start exhaling. Bring your arms down. After your arms come down, you finish your exhale. Right? So I want you to try this a couple of more times so that you try and understand, okay, my inhalation is 4 seconds, my exhalation is 5 seconds. Okay, so try to count the number of seconds you're taking to inhale and exhale, and that will be your breath for this entire practice. Okay, don't try to overexert and push your inhalation or push the exhalation. When you keep practicing, naturally it will extend. Alright? Inhale, start inhaling, lifting the arms up. Interlock your fingers and stretch up. Start exhaling. Bring your arms down. Continue the exhalation after your arms come down and then finish. Keep this in mind. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. The same way, you're going to take your arms forward and up. Exhale and bring it down. So start your inhalation before you lift your hands, and your exhalation should finish only after your hands have come down. So your breath is leading your movement. Inhale. Try to open the chest. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do this one more time. Full awareness to your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Following the same breath pattern, we're just going to add one more element. See if you can keep your inhalation for 4 counts, exhalation for 4 counts. Inhale before you start the movement, exhale finishes only after you finish the movement. Okay? One more component is to just count your inhalation, exhalation, which gives you one more way of staying connected with the breath. Inhale, lift your right arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, you're going to bend to the left side. Start exhaling. Inhale and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale and repeat. Inhale up. Exhale and bend. Last time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your arm down. If you observe, if we had not focused on the breath and just done a very general practice, if I hadn't mentioned to you that you need to count your inhalations, you need to start the breath before the movement, most probably our asana practice would have looked like this. Inhale, arms up. Interlock, stretch up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. But because of the focus to the breath, so sorry for that, but because of the focus to the breath, we're able to move much slower. The movements are becoming slower, the exhalations longer, the posture is way deeper, right? So now because you're bringing the focus to the breath, even when you lift your arms, since you have to breathe in for 4 counts, you start 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of just swinging your arm up, right? So let's do the other side as well. Inhale, lift the left arm up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bend to the right side. 4 counts. Exhale, Ujjayi. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, back to center. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Bring your arm down. We're going to do one more movement with the spine. So you can continue sitting down. Just a simple roll down, stretching forward and roll up. You can even use a cushion under your hips if you need some elevation. This is great to work on the spine and to connect with the breath. It's almost like your breath is running up and down your spine. You're going to start by inhaling and lifting the chest up. Try and keep it for inhale 4 counts, exhale 4 counts. Inhale. Exhale, relax the chest, round your back. Start inhaling. Start the movement. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very gentle. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Relax. Sit up straight. The same way we're just going to walk forward. We're going to start with exhalation. Keep it for 4 and 4. Bring awareness to the breath. Your breath starts before the movement. Exhale and roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And relax. Nice. So using these very simple movements, we try to establish the connect with the breath, because your movement can begin only when you start breathing. So somehow you're forced to bring your awareness to the breath, which is very, very important, because only then you can sit comfortably and comfortably focus on your breath during your pranayama practice. So you can come back to a comfortable cross-leg posture, or you can sit on a chair. We're going to begin again and continue with what we have learned over the past 1 week. So starting today with Kapalabhati. If you had watched Arvind's video, you would have got a very clear and very beautiful explanation about Kapalabhati. Kapala, which is the skull or the upper portion of the body, which also means a frontal lobe cleansing, right? And the Kapalabhati is a kriya. It's one of the Shat kriyas, one of the 6 cleansing processes. So we do this before the pranayama practice. Basically, because we're forcefully expelling the air from the nose, we're clearing the nasal passage, so the pranayama practice becomes easy, right? So example, when you're blocking one nostril and using the other nostril, if your nose is blocked or if there are any impurities, the Kapalabhati helps us to get rid of those impurities before we begin the pranayama practice. right? So if you're on your period or if you're pregnant, if you have acidity, hernia, surgery in your abdomen, high blood pressure, do not practice Kapalabhati. Otherwise, you're all safe and go. It is a heating practice and also a cleansing process. Another interesting fact is that it simulates sneezing, right? Because we're doing, it's like similar to how we sneeze. So in one of Ramasamy sir's articles, he mentions that by doing Kapalabhati, because it simulates sneezing, people who are hyperallergic, any small allergen and they start sneezing and all, this is a very good practice because it simulates sneezing, and the vagus nerve that is responsible for this hypersensitivity gets immune to this action of sneezing. So when actually there's an allergen in the body, it helps to control that reaction, right? So it's just a small, I thought it was very interesting about how they have thought about all of this while coming up with these techniques. So let's begin. So you're going to place one palm on your lower abdomen, and when you exhale, you're going to use your hand first to push the belly in. Okay, so get used to this first, because a lot of times while exhaling, we have a tendency to push the belly out. So make sure it's the other way around, okay, pushing the belly in. So you're going to take a deep inhalation and followed by 20 continuous exhalations. Okay, you're going to suck it in, forcefully expel through the nose. Your mouth remains closed throughout. Inhale and begin. Take a few normal breaths. We're going to try and do one more round. In this round, along with contracting the abdomen, see if you're able to suck, or see if you're able to contract the rectal muscles as well, along with the abdomen. You suck the belly in and at the same time squeeze the rectal muscles, right? So if you've heard of the bandhas, it is very similar to this, but a very short period. We're not holding on to it. We just suck, suck, release every time. Okay? 20 breaths. Take a deep inhalation and begin. Relax, breathe normally for a few seconds. I apologize for this interruption. There is something up with my app. I hope you can all still hear me and see me. Just give me a thumbs up if you can. And if you've had any questions so far about the breathing or practice, please let us know in the comments. And we move on to the next practice, which is Nadi Shodhana. So you use your right hand, the index finger and the middle finger, just bring it to your palm. And you have your other two fingers. So you have the thumb, your ring finger and little finger to control your breath. You will control the breath at the point where there's a natural depression, so your elbow is slightly up, right? So when you close one nostril, try to leave the other one partially open. Okay. So for one round of Nadi Shodhana, you start from the left side. You inhale through the left, hold your breath, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, hold your breath, exhale through the left. We're going to do 4 rounds today. Since we've been breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 4 through our physical practice, let's try and keep the same counts for Nadi Shodhana as well. Begin. Start by closing your right nostril. Inhale through the left side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close both nostrils. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hand. Take a couple of breaths, normal breathing. See how your nostrils feel after Kapalabhati and alternate nostril breathing. Nadi Shodhana, basically cleansing the nadis like Arvind had explained, your Ida and Pingla. Plus all the energy channels in the body, completely cleansing it. And we move on to the next one, which is Shitali or Seetkari. We'll do Seetkari today, which is inhaling through the teeth. Before we move to Seetkari, we're going to try and combine Seetkari with another pranayama, which is what you're going to learn new today, called Brahmari. Okay, so Brahmari comes from the word Brahmar, which means a black bee, and Brahmari means similar to the black bee. Okay, so we're going to try and produce a sound like a humming, buzzing sound like the bee when we exhale. This Brahmari for advanced practitioners can be done on inhale and exhale, just like Ujjayi can be done on inhale and exhale. But for today, we'll just do the humming sound on exhalation. Brahmari Pranayama is extremely good because it's a very meditative practice. It helps to calm you down. It works on the sympathetic nervous system, the resonance of the sound, right? You exhale. The sound is very meditative, and the resonance of the sound in your head helps to work on the sympathetic nervous system. So for people who have insomnia, it's a very great practice to do because it induces that restfulness and sleep in you. So you can practice it before you sleep. It's a very safe practice. It's often given to kids because you can use the bee sound as a way to encourage them to practice. They also enjoy it, so kids can also practice this. And another very important research that I recently read was about how even Ayush and the ministry and John Hopkins University, so both have given out articles which say that, especially in this situation with the coronavirus, the humming sound or humming breathing, they call it, is very, very helpful. And they give a reason as to why. Scientifically, this humming sound, the resonance and the oscillating, the sound waves in the system, it helps us to naturally produce more nitric oxide. Yeah, and this nitric oxide is a very, very important element because at a very cellular level, okay, I'm just giving you the scientific reason for this as well, so it can make more sense to you. It's a very important messenger, and this is also very good to retain memory. And most importantly for us in this situation, this nitric oxide is a very great anti-inflammatory, natural anti-inflammatory properties it has in the body. So when we produce this humming sound, because of the waves, the oscillating waves, naturally the body produces more nitric oxide, so that we have more of the anti-inflammatory properties, and also it helps to dilate the blood vessels better. So when you're inhaling and exhaling, you can breathe better because your vessels can dilate better when you're taking in the air, and it can also contract better when you're sending it out. So a lot of articles have mentioned about how this humming breath is very good practice to do currently in the present situation that we are in. Of course, it is not a remedy, it is not a cure, it is just a way of strengthening your lungs and naturally increasing your capacity to fight, right? So it's a very great practice to do. It's also very good for pregnant women to practice, and it's very easy practice. And another very important thing, it is one step closer to your pratyahara practice, which is the next practice, withdrawing all your senses. Because in Brahmari Pranayama, you're so focused on the sound, your eyes are shut, and we usually practice Brahmari Pranayama with the Shanmukhi Mudra, which is Shanmukhi, the 6 gates on the face. We're trying to close it. So these 6 gates are the senses that are most distracted by sound, by smell, all of this distracting us during our practice. We're trying to close these 6 gates, Shanmukhi, and then do Brahmari. So it takes you a step closer to the next, which is next level after your pranayama, which is your pratyahara practice. So it's like a stepping stone to your pratyahara practice. So let's get started with Brahmari. So I'll show you how to do the Shanmukhi Mudra first. So you're going to use your hands, right? So you have your index finger and the middle finger that you're going to gently place on your eyelids. Okay? Your ring finger is going to be on the nostrils. Don't completely block the nostrils because you're still inhaling through the nostrils. Just gently place it there. The ring finger at the corners of your lips. Your thumbs are going to close your ears. Don't fully block the ears. Just gently block the ears so you can feel the resonance of the sound in your head. If you have a ear infection, if you're currently having a migraine or a very bad headache, I would advise you not to practice Brahmari. That is the only contraindication. Otherwise, a very, very safe practice to do. So let's begin. Comfortable cross-leg posture. We're just going to do about 6 breaths. You're going to inhale normally, exhale with a nice strong humming sound. You can also do this with a slight chin lock, which is your Jalandhara Bandha. This will help you to work on your thyroid and clear any congestion that is there in your throat, right? And it also helps to really work on the lungs, which is also why Brahmari is advised for singers to practice, because the resonance kind of strengthens the lungs. All right? Shanmukhi Mudra. And begin. Let's do one more breath. Slowly release your hands. So this Brahmari Pranayama, we can also do it in combination with our Shitali or Seetkari. So today we'll try and practice with our Seetkari. So sorry, just one second. Yeah. So you're going to inhale with your Shitali or Seetkari, and you're going to exhale with Brahmari. So here you need not use the Shanmukhi Mudra. You can just place it on your knees, your palms on the knees. As you inhale, I'm going to inhale through the teeth. Seetkari. Slightly lift the chin up. Close your lips. Chin down. Chin lock. Brahmari. This combination is extremely effective as a cooling practice, plus a very meditative, very introverting practice to connect with yourself and to prepare for your next step of pratyahara or dharana. So let's do 3 more breaths, combination of Seetkari and Brahmari. Eyes closed and begin. Inhale Seetkari. Closing the mouth, chin down, Brahmari. Breathe normally for a few seconds. Relax the breath completely. Great. So we learned one more new pranayama technique, which is the Brahmari. Brahmari can be practiced 10 to 12 times, and you can do it multiple times a day because it's a very safe practice to do. And especially in the current situation, it's very, very helpful. Like I said, the humming sound is extremely beneficial. So try and practice it and keep up with our week. And tomorrow is a Saturday, is the last day for this week. So do join us and see what surprise we have for you tomorrow. If you have any questions with today's practice, relating to how your movement should follow your breath and in what combinations these pranayama techniques can be done, how many rounds they should be done, whether it's suitable for you or not, you can always feel free to comment on this video or DM us and we'll be glad to respond. Have a great day, guys, and stay safe. Stay at home as much as you can, and hope you're all doing well. And happy Friday. Weekend is almost here. Do join us tomorrow for the practice and also see you next week. Thank you so much. Bringing your palms to the heart center. We just finish with one Om chant followed by 3 Shantis. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, guys.